Eagles!
Hey everybody, welcome to Meek's Bottom Line, a show I haven't done in about a year. But because things have changed drastically in a year, we're going to pick up on a different note. I want to welcome my crew. I have my girl Adrienne looking fly up there in her hat. Good. We got OG Chuck in the house, looking like he just came back from New Orleans. We got Kate looking like he was just in the city. We know that's right. Big boy Lloyd,
What's up, peoples?
Eagle down. Look like a
You
little
know it.
Raiders flavor, but okay. I like it. And Rocky, who's just neutral. But we know he's Philly.
I am Philly, yes.
I
to the
know
heart.
you are. And we got my husband. But Noop.
Yes.
That's right. So last time we were here, we were in a depressed mood. I can say. We had lost 6 straight. And we ended the season and we ended the podcast because it was just we had nothing.
Frustration.
It wasn't good. And we were banking on the Sixers, but we're not even going to hit on it. We're not even going to talk about that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but I digress. But hence, moving forward, we have.
How about the birds?
That's right.
That's right.
We have a
Making it all
champion.
long and drawn out.
I
We
know
talk
we
about
have,
the
we
birds.
have a champion. We've heard so many things. So who wants to start? Because I know how I feel. I'm elated. I can't get enough. I have had my fill. I've watched the mic'd ups. Just the camaraderie with this team. Kevin feels like it's going to be a dynasty. How y'all feeling?
I feel great. I feel real great.
Great.
I just hate the ESPN and all the doubters is just telling us we gonna lose and everything. That really pissed me off.
That's what
I was getting mad. I was like, man, I'm telling you, we're gonna win. We're gonna win.
Mhm.
Just
But Jalen said he had a purpose before they had an opinion.
Everything that I want to do is just quantify my work. Just quantify the work that I put in. I don't really like to look at the results. Never like to look at the results, just the process of getting better. You can look back and say that there are so many things that can motivate me and drive me to want more and to be the best. And you know, why do I just keep getting up and going and going and going? But I had a purpose before everybody had an opinion. It's not about anybody else.
Right?
Like, I can show you better than I can tell you.
I'm glad you was able to shut up all the naysayers, Jill.
For the most part, but
so glad
I don't think it's going to be for too long. They'll start up again next season.
they starting now with that Prescott talking about our little trophies and stuff. Come on,
He's delusional.
Yeah,
big time.
He has none. The small, little.
Yeah, win some
everything's in his
playoff
head.
games first. Let's win some Let's let them win some playoff games.
Let's make it to the playoffs.
Yeah,
playoffs.
Let's relax.
I mean, but let me ask you, when did you, I mean, we always knew that I knew this team was special, but they exceeded my special. I mean, they started running away with it. So when did your mind change and when did you realize we could go and beat the Super Bowl? Was there a specific game?
Mine did it with the Baltimore Ravens when we beat them. That's the game that's found. I was like, we go to the Super Bowl. If we can beat them, we can beat anybody.
Yeah, there was a stretch of games right there. It was the Rams, the Ravens. There was another one that we knocked out, the Steelers and
Steelers was for me. Yeah,
there was a string of teams where people had already selected them to take us. And we just went on a run. We just ripped through every last one of those good teams. But like he just said, that Ravens win signified by Cooper DeJean scooping up Derrick Henry. I mean, I can't even get that. Yeah. That's all I got on my head for that game, honestly. And
calm down.
I don't think it was any one game for me. I just looked at the totality of the team, no turnovers. Great defense, went from darn near last place to first. They played smart football. They had an overpowering running game, and they played violent football. They hurt people.
Yeah.
And you put the sum total of that, and you got awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I never doubt my team. Every start of the season, I believe we're going to the Super Bowl. And so I guess what was it after week 4 when we were 2-2 after
Mm-hmm.
losses, I was in my bag again, ready to get ready. And,
We lost to the Bucks.
yeah, saying Hurts looked like the Hurts of the first year.
Mm-hmm.
They had me eat my words after a few weeks after that because
Then they went on a two month winning streak, and then I was at the game against the Commanders here that they lost, and they only won that game because they knocked Jalen out of the game in the first quarter,
Right, yeah.
Right.
and they got CJ kicked out on some BS.
Yeah,
and
that
so
was
Right. Yeah.
It's crazy.
yeah,
that
and
to
then
the
the way
day I
how they
don't know
were
what for. To the
It's
day,
Yeah,
now.
that was crazy. That was
right.
BS.
somebody said something, but it wasn't him.
Words.
So they
And
threw the wrong person out. You know,
yeah, the guy
I think
punched
the
him in the
season
face too.
turned on. Let's not forget that the Giants made the worst trade or lack of trade in the history of the NFL. They basically
Amen.
let Saquon Barkley walk out the door, told him to go find his own deal,
Mm.
and Howie did his thing, and they got nothing.
Saquon,
Yeah, what's up?
you doing all right?
Yeah, I'm chilling, just chilling with the fam.
You in Jersey right now?
Yeah, I'm good right now.
Yeah. How's the off season been? You doing anything?
Yeah, I've been good. Traveled a little bit, but just trying to get back into the grind of off-season trainings.
Yeah. All right. So I just talked to Ed Barry, and I think just mulling over this, the right thing to do is let you test the market and see what your value is. I don't want to do the franchise thing or all that stuff again. I don't want to go through that. We've both been through that. You know, if you really want to be a Giant for life and you're interested in staying here and coming back, just see what your market is and then have Ed come back to us and we'll see if we can come to an agreement.
All right, I appreciate that.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
That was
They don't
it.
even, they don't even have the quarterback that they paid before him.
Nope.
Right.
Yeah,
He
they
ended up
let
walking
him
They
away.
go.
released him
Too
mid-season.
much
Yeah, they
pressure on him.
released them too. Yeah,
So
that's crazy.
I want to say thank you to the
around where
Giants.
his son was telling him he's supposed to have
He
got
told him to get
backcourt.
Jalen Daniels
Yes,
and was it Keepsake or was it somebody else?
But he made two
Yeah,
two
he should have.
You know what's some
Yeah, clip?
crazy.
That's a great clip.
But you know what's crazy is that GM still has his job. How about
That's
that?
that's
That
insane.
was nothing
That
to
is
do with it.
crazy.
Fired. You're
Who
fired.
Yeah,
was it?
that
The
was-
owner who said if Philly gets Saquon, I'll find it hard to sleep at night. He hasn't
Yeah,
slept
that's the
all
owner.
season.
Yeah, that was the owner.
He has not slept all season.
He sleeps
Yeah.
in New Jersey or New York.
hmm
What's the latest? Just on the Saquon thing.
I just got a text that Chicago's driving the price up and Philly's out. I don't know if that's true or not. Which I don't know if I'll make a couple of calls. I don't even know if that's gonna happen, but
I have a tough time sleeping if Saquon goes to Philadelphia. I'll tell you that. As I've told you, just being honest. I've been around enough players, so but he's the most popular player we have by far.
yeah,
right.
Saquon.
And man, just let the man get some sleep now. It's all said and done.
But
You know what
I'm
I
gonna say
like?
this,
Mm-hmm.
that Commanders loss was the negative reinforcement we needed
Right.
to take to propel us through the end of the season and through the playoffs.
They
We
talk
needed
trash.
Yep.
And we really redeemed ourselves in the playoffs because they put a spanking on the Commanders like they had never seen. They
Oh,
spanked,
man.
of course they spanked Kansas City, but they spanked
LA too.
They spanked the skin off the butt of the
everybody
Commanders.
playoffs.
That Rams game though, that went to the wire a little bit though. The Rams
Yeah.
game.
I just watched that mic'd up the other day, and it had a couple of
Yeah.
but
When Puka
We
Nacua
found a way to
made
win,
that
like we
catch,
always do.
man.
the defense
Mhm.
really has shown up all season. Honestly, if it wasn't for them, well, just like Jalen said, defense wins games, and they did.
Yeah, wins
They really
championship.
did. I mean, but to see these young guys on that line, man,
Jalen Carter.
Carter, Davis,
The
DeJean.
best penalty in the Super Bowl when Jalen Carter hit Mahomes right in the
That was my
face.
favorite
In his
play.
Oh my
face.
God, that was lovely.
Best play.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't call it. And
And they
They
did.
did
was
call
our
it. They
big
got 15.
payback.
They got 15
Yeah, they
on that.
called
But
it.
we'd already recovered the
That was
fumble.
that was our big payback from all of the calls they was robbing us.
I mean, that smack. You can hear that smack all the way in Mississippi.
In fact, I said the last game he played
He was like, and take that for good measure.
Mhm.
Plus,
Last
their
two
luck was
games,
about to run out anyway. They won all their games this season by their fingernails, the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And one good thing was the Eagles didn't talk no smack, but I never thought the game was going to be in doubt. I knew they were going to blow them out because they were a better team. Period. They
Yep.
were just
That's
a
way
better
better
team.
defense.
I was
Yeah.
telling Tamika, they had a season like we had last year when we were 10-1, and we were 10-1 because we were just barely pulling them games
Right.
off for the other.
Yep.
Something catches up to you.
Yes. Yes.
That's
That's
the
a good
kind of
point.
feeling that
But Kansas City,
was-
most of their games were like by the skin of their teeth.
They
But
should have
what I-
lost.
Yeah, what I said
They
was
really
they're
should have lost.
beatable. They're
Oh,
beatable.
they should have lost against Buffalo. That was,
They really should have lost
cheated.
against Buffalo. I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they didn't because we may have had more trouble. I don't know. Who knows? And it doesn't matter at this point.
We would have beat
But
whoever we were playing.
it was destined.
Yep.
I guess it was
Well,
destined.
you know
for
what?
us.
It comes down to basic football. When you smack the quarterback around, I don't care who he is, it changes the whole complexion of the game.
Yes,
And
it does.
smack that
Mhm.
smirk off of Patrick Mahomes' face, and you can see the pained expression because
Oh,
they hit that boy.
That whole sideline had to
He
get
was
his feet.
running for his life. His little feet was just, and I've seen him scramble
His
a lot
arm
during
was
the
horrible.
season. And I'm telling you, he looked like a bobblehead just trying to find it. I'm so
It was
glad
nowhere to go.
we
It was
all
We
were
beat
like,
them so bad.
No.
It's like that game, like they aged 10 years in one game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Andy
man, that
Reid
was
looked
crazy.
older. Kelsey looked older. They all
Mhm.
I was saying that the
He
whole
really
time.
did.
Kelsey.
Yeah.
Kelsey looked like he spent his night with Taylor Swift.
Mhm.
Well,
No,
he should have lost
that's
anyway
how he
with
looked the whole
that
game.
bad suit he looked like he wore that 70s suit from the 70s. I was like,
He
Yeah, he
did.
stopped
He
going to
did.
the neighborhood barbers too.
Yeah.
I don't know
That
where he
hair
goes to
dye-
Supercuts.
Yeah,
They go
that
to
hair
Supercuts
dye
now.
looked dark. It
He
Yeah.
looked,
He like
but
Kenny Rogers out there.
Yeah, but check this story out, guys. On Super Bowl day, I picked up my brother. We was headed to church, and we was listening to WIP. So we driving, and I was like, I told my brother, I looked at my brother Vic. I told him, yo, you know what I want to get, catch a touchdown for an interception? I want Cooper DeJean on his birthday. I told him that at 8:30 in this morning. And when he scored, I was like, damn, I should have bet it, man.
Yep.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah.
That's Cooper DeJean.
Wow.
those
DeJean, yeah.
those exciting whites are something.
Those whites.
Man.
Whites.
Yeah.
I said, did he say the whites?
Yeah.
Exciting whites.
That's what they call
We
it.
talked
Blankenship
earlier.
and DeJean.
Yes.
Yeah, they
DeJean
DeJean.
blacker than
I think this week,
most of them.
actually.
I'm very happy for them. I had a question, but I forgot the question I was going to ask. But I don't know. Jalen Hurts is my guy. I'm telling you, I see
One
him
thing
on the
sure-
sidelines, and if you haven't watched the Mic'd Up on YouTube,
Oh, yeah, Mike, that was good.
yeah, watch those, and it's the last 3 games with the Rams, Washington, and then Kansas City.
Yeah.
And our sidelines, like the defense was like, yeah, Zach Vaughn was like, yeah, I'm gonna get one. Like they're so hyped, but they're so team focused. Like it
Right.
wasn't just one
Very
person.
mature.
Hearing each other.
Mhm.
Yeah, they had. It was
Hyping
this
each
one
other.
scene where all the defensive linemen are in a huddle and they're like, okay, everybody, just come on and breathe. And they do this.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. Like
Yeah,
Martin.
that was
Like
crazy.
Martin.
They are
Mhm.
definitely this team.
We are the
That-
team to beat.
yeah,
for
that
them. I believe
If
so.
we stay who we are,
dynasty.
all right. So let me ask you a question:
Mhm.
Who's not going to be with us next year? Because I'm all.
Sweat's not going to be there.
How about
Milton
Slay?
Williams and
It's time
Makai
for him to
Beckham.
get paid. It's time for him
Slay?
to get
They're
paid.
not. Slaves, I think.
Who was that? Who was that, Chuck?
Sweat.
Sweat's going to be gone.
Yeah, I think so too. I
gonna
think
get
that I
paid.
think Zach Vaughn is the primary focus.
And I
Yeah.
think
Makai Becton's gone
he's going to
probably.
be gone. And I think
Milton Williams.
No,
I think the offensive coordinator getting a job in New Orleans, he's gonna get some guys too off our team.
Right. Take
Yeah.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
understand that. If you want to go to a losing team, they ain't gonna have nothing, and we're gonna win the Super Bowl again next year.
No,
And
we-
with some
no,
guys,
we-
it's time to get
right?
They don't have a
paid.
lot of cap space in New Orleans. That's the other thing too.
Right. Yeah, you don't have any cap.
No, we're not doing.
No,
Yeah.
they just raised a cap today. They just raised the cap today.
Yeah, but they're not going to get a lot.
Yeah, they still had a little bit to begin with,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For that
But
crap.
I think Milton Williams is gone. Yeah, so I think those are the notable people that are going to be gone, and and that's what we expect because we got to keep some money aside.
They got to pay Zach Braun. They got to pay Zach Braun. That's the first thing they got to do.
Yep,
well, we're gonna trade with Cleveland, and we're gonna get out of that number 32 spot,
no.
31 spot.
You want Myles Garrett?
Yeah, I would love him.
I don't want him.
Man, for
Myles Garrett. I'm not. You would have to mortgage.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to mortgage him at this age.
You got to mortgage your whole future. Here's the thing. The asking price for him is 3 firsts.
Yeah,
and
they're not going to get it. He's gonna fall. They're not gonna get it. They ain't gonna get 3 firsts.
Here's the thing. Look at what you've done just by utilizing the draft with your own picks. Look at what you built already. Right. You got Jalen Carter. You got Josh Sweat out of the draft. You got Josh Sweat in like the 4th round.
Right, the 4th round. Yeah,
you can get your own studs and let Cleveland fleece somebody else.
I think that's what they'll probably try to do too. I think they'll probably try to go in the draft, and then I think you can still get good pass rushers at end. You got Khalil Mack, you got Max Crosby. I mean, especially Khalil Mack. You can probably, even though he's older, but he's not going to play as many downs with them rotating. You can probably get a Khalil Mack.
Yeah,
probably going to be pricey too.
Where we got Milton Williams last time? We got him in the 4th round, right?
We got him in the third round. Third round.
Yeah.
So this draft is one of the deepest defensive tackle classes in years, probably since back to when Fletcher Cox, we got him. So there's going to be dudes that are going to be going in round 2 and round 3 that probably would have a 1st round grade on them in other drafts, right?
Yeah.
So
that's rookie guys, yeah.
There's no need to spend money like it's going out of style. You got to save money because like you're going to have guys.
I agree to some extent though. You do want some kind of veteran leadership out there with those young guys too, especially since you may not have Graham. You may not.
He might retire. Yeah.
So you want some guys out there that can do it. So but it's just you're not going. Yeah, I agree with you. You're not going to break the bank though.
Yeah, if I can get an economical guy that can still give me a few snaps here and there, that's good. And he's a good mentor for the young pups. That's good. That's great.
I think BG would take that position.
He might. Yeah, he might for a veterans minimum. He might.
Just to be a part of the team. He was going to stay if he ain't returned for the.
Yeah.
Bradbury's gone. Slay is probably going to be gone.
Yeah. Bradbury did he get injured? He didn't play, did he?
Yeah, he's MCL.
What about Kobe Dean? You think he's coming back? My brother thinks that Kobe Dean. I don't know if y'all talked about it, but Kobe, he thinks he might be done. Like this is a second injury.
I think he's done until mid-season, honestly.
Yeah,
he will come back.
He won't.
It's not career ending, which is season ending.
Yeah. I think he's gonna retire young too. That's a shame too.
Yeah, a lot of injury history. Yeah, but Slay, but you can get Isaiah Rodgers on a cheap prove it deal.
Yeah.
I think he's very serviceable on the outside corner.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You got safety pretty much covered, and you got Sidney Brown as your backup there.
Who's the other kid that we got from Georgia? The number 22. What's his name?
Keely Ringo.
Yeah, Ringo. Yeah. He's good
he did good too.
Yeah,
he's good zone. He's a good cover 3 guy. Man coverage, not so much. He can't really hold a double move, but he's learning. But you want to hold on to him. He's a good tackler.
He's smart too.
Especially Isaiah Rodgers. Yeah.
Yep.
Taking account, it's going to be a lot of people that'll probably want to come here that we don't know about right now.
Yeah,
they'll come here for cheap because they want to be a part of this.
Yes, sir.
Are we now America's team?
I keep telling you.
I don't want to be America's team.
You want to stay under the radar?
We're the team.
I like our governor, but I disagree with him on that. I don't want to be America's team.
You want to be the underdog?
I don't want no. I don't. It's like this. If you wasn't with us before, I don't want you here now. Like if you weren't on the curb drinking the 40 ounces with us, I don't want you to be drinking the champagne out of our glasses right now.
No Cristal.
I feel you on that.
You ain't getting this Cristal. No.
On ESPN, I can't think of his name, but he's on Sports Center in the mornings. He's the black announcer. They always go to him on the screen.
Stephen A?
No, not Stephen A. He's a heavy set, darker skinned man.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about.
And he was with Philly through the whole thing. He was like, "No, I think Philadelphia is the team to beat." No, I think Jalen Hurts is the one is better than
He was
Josh.
Oh, I know you're talking
All
about.
them like he was
That's
through
what I
the
was
whole
saying.
thing. He was on our side, and you've had that whole season. You've had those people say, "Oh, they're not nothing. They're not gonna make it. They can't
More
beat
than
Buffalo. They can't beat Baltimore."
more than anything, I'm glad we won because they kept making like just because they had Mahomes and Andy Reid, none of our
the
team
shoe
did
in.
anything.
Shoe in.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that alone had me so hot. I didn't want to say nothing else about the guy that's good.
You know what's crazy?
Played for
In
us.
2017-18, when we won the Super Bowl, we what is it? The Patriots trying to go three-peat. We destroyed them, and then the Kansas City trying to go
Another
three-peat.
thing, we beat two of the best coaches.
Yeah,
quarterbacks.
coaches. Yep.
Did. Yeah, he did.
And the game that they didn't win, Jalen.
We should have won. The game that we didn't win, we
with Mahomes.
barely lost it.
Yeah.
They robbed us.
Mhm.
And
You know what,
Sirianni
though? This was-
outcoached Andy Reid. How about that?
Sirianni.
He outcoached Andy Reid.
Yes.
I take back a lot I say about them.
They were saying how this was
Hey,
one of
Nick
the
is all
worst
right,
coach
man.
games
Your
Andy Reid
guys.
coached since.
You seen when Lane Johnson was talking to everybody when he was mic'd up? He said, "Remember what on 2017 when they were wearing a no sacks T-shirt, Kansas City?
Oh yeah,
That was crazy." I was like, "Wow!" I say, "Take that in, take that in."
Their words didn't age
Yeah, I
well.
think
Each time they sacked him, I got more and more. Boy,
We didn't let up. We didn't
I
let
got
up
a
on
kick
him
out
the
of that.
Yeah, it
whole
was nice.
game.
That whole game was
Every
awesome.
time I saw him on the ground, it made my.
I was like, it's 27-0.
And you know
But
the Eagles
it
beat
It was
them
34. It was
bulletin
34
board team.
nothing.
34-0,
We
and then they
watched it
got
with
sick.
we watched
And
with
then they got
mother-in-law.
my mother-in-law was
They
like, they
passed
still on
the 50-yard line until the third quarter.
I was
Right.
like, they don't have any points.
Mama Rose was doing her puzzle. She look up, it's halftime. She like, they still don't have nothing.
No,
yeah, Mahomes looked like he was like, blow the whistle, blow the whistle.
He didn't want to
Yeah, he wanted to tap out. He wanted to tap out. He
Yeah,
was
they all had the
exhausted.
gas face. They was beat by halftime. They was all
Mahomes had
They
a
were
passer
depleted
rating
by
of
then.
1, didn't he?
Yeah.
He didn't get a
Somebody
passer
from
rating of
Kansas,
1.
yeah, somebody from Kansas City say the Patriots was down by 21 or
That's what
something.
they
We
were
can
on
come
the
back.
sidelines.
Yeah,
That
right.
mic'd up was so great. Like I
They
watched
had that man thinking he was really Superman. He thought he was Superman.
Yeah, the coaches are like, yeah, you could come back. No, they're about like it's almost over.
The next thing like this. Oh.
We kept on punching them.
Yeah.
That's the way we
Yeah,
had to do it.
I think this was one of the nails in the coffin right there.
Yeah. Oh,
That was it. That
Yeah,
was
when they
it.
got him on it, look. And that's another thing. They stuck to the game. Although Saquon ain't break for a bit.
Yes.
They kept
When he got first downs when we need him, the one he bobbled and fell on his back, he got that when he broke through a little bit, got the first down. He got some when we need him.
Every weapon we used, every weapon that we had.
Everybody touched the ball. Dotson touched the ball.
Even the
Brown
stuff with
touched the
Dotson
ball.
get the first touchdown. Yeah, that was great.
Bibbs touched the ball. Goddard touched the ball. Everybody touched the ball.
Even though Saquon didn't get a lot of yards, he ate the clock up.
Yeah,
the ball out of their
They was
hands.
worried about him. They was worried about him big time.
Right, that's the whole thing. They didn't know what to do.
Too, his blocking.
Yeah.
Jalen
was able to score. Like everybody, it was a score fest.
The extra.
What about that one catch where he was like,
yeah,
when he bobbled, it's like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown. And Jordan was like, I get a touchdown. Everybody gets a touchdown.
This whole season was so exciting, especially these last 6 games.
That was a great season.
It was
for true fans.
Oh, I know what the question was. How big was it that we had home field advantage throughout this?
Throughout. It was good for the city for sure.
For us that we had it.
Great
right.
or what?
Definitely good
I
for
don't
the
think
city.
it would have mattered
for the
much.
morale.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't think it even mattered much.
Well, you know, one of the players said that he hasn't played an away game since he's been there because Philadelphia Eagle fans take over every stadium that we play.
They say New Orleans was like Philly. It was like everybody was over
there.
That's
what I heard too. Yeah.
My brother, I was there, man. It
was in New Orleans?
Not for the Super Bowl, for the Saints game. And
the Saints game. Right. Okay.
Yeah, it felt like a home game. I mean, there was so much green. It was a sea of green. And then they have a tailgate area because it's not like our stadium where we have like you pull up with your car. They have a whole sound stage area you walk into, open area with a concert, and they started playing Frankie Beverly and Maze. Wow. And they're thinking that that's a New Orleans thing because Frankie did a lot of work down there.
Right,
but he's Philly. He's a Philly brother. Right. So all the Eagles fans, black, white, whatever, just turned it out pre-game.
Wow.
And so when we went in there and Saquon ran back that 65-yard score, it was
That was
nuts.
sweet. That was sweet.
I saw family I haven't seen in a while. I saw old school friends in there that I didn't know was going to be there. It was truly a home game. And then Bourbon Street, they had the whole drum line coming down like a parade. Just, it was insane. And the cool thing was the Saints fans showed us love, you know?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, because they can kind of relate to us a little bit. So it was great.
We are the team now.
Mm-hmm. So I want to ask, before we take 5 minutes for the Sixers and only 5 minutes.
Oh Lord.
Let's talk about it.
Oh, this is a happy
Bring us down.
podcast. If you had a favorite play, because there were so many, I just want to ask everybody. Okay, Adrienne, what's your favorite play? What was your favorite play?
I couldn't get a clip of it. I'm gonna have it maybe next time we do it again, but it has to be the reverse jump. Saquon's reverse jump has to be. You talking Super Bowl or from the season? I'm sorry, I was just too excited.
Fine, yeah, you can pick. Yeah,
Saquon's reverse jump was out of this world.
I never saw that ever before.
That was out of this world.
I like the player reaction too on them.
Oh my God, I just ever like, what? Everybody looked like, no, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yeah.
That boy is amazing.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Chuck,
his best year.
I gotta go along with Adrienne. That I've never seen that play ever.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing.
Just to have the awareness to know where the defenders are and to do that.
The defender, they asked the defender, they said, did you see it? Did you know? He was like, I was looking for him. Like, where he go? Like, I was there. Yes, I saw it. I'm like, where the hell did he go? I know I had him. On top
you gotta hear, like, when Mylotta throughout several of the games, he's just cracking up, like he's just so amazed at Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley. He's just cracking up, like he's really a jolly fellow. But he loves this whole thing. Rocky, what about you?
When the clock strikes 0 for the championship.
Strike 0 at the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Like, really, we really did it. Like, we really did it. Like, wow.
Yes.
I was sick too, so I ain't really watched most of the game. But I woke up fortunate enough to see when it hit zeros. I was like, damn, we really did it.
We did that. Yes, we did. Lloyd.
Mine was against the Rams when Saquon broke 74, and he kept on hitting his head on the snow. That was crazy. That had me hyped up when he did that.
That had me hyped up too. Yeah,
that was crazy.
That had me hyped. Yeah, that got me too. Keith.
You know what? You just took my thunder, bro. That was mine too, man. When he was I was hyped. But then when you saw the hype video, you saw the hype video with that play, and how that music just kind of dropped, and you see his face, and it zooms in on his face as he's running it in the snow. Man, listen, I was ready to go run 3 miles in a blizzard.
Okay, honey.
Well, no, it's the hurdle play, because that was he did like multiple moves along in that one.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
spun off somebody, stiff arm somebody, hurdled. Yeah, so it may have.
I have an honorable mention when you come back to me.
Okay,
all right, Betty.
I think as exciting as there's so many plays that were outstanding this season, but I think one of the most unexpected plays for me and exciting was for the Washington game when our first possession and he ran, what was it, 6?
I was going to say.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
Who expected that?
They spent 8 minutes. They spent 8 minutes going down the field to come out with 3 points. We did 3 seconds.
3
took off.
Yeah. I was elated.
Yeah, with the little
usually we miss because we're doing other things before the game. Usually I miss the first half or some of the plays, but to see that
out the gate,
yeah.
You seen the Eagles defensive guys? They was like, damn, we gotta go back already.
Yeah,
I know. They're like, that was my honorable mention.
Yeah, that was
That was a
so
cool
that
one.
was that your honorable mention
Mhm.
that play? Oh my goodness, yes.
Mine too.
That yeah, those
And
there
then
was
everything
so
Jalen
many
Carter
though.
just did, everything
There was a
Jalen
few.
Carter did, man. Like,
Yeah.
good Lord.
And
We got ourselves a fine with
oh
that dude. That
man,
guy.
Yeah,
Man.
dude. Yeah, he's
Well,
not.
CJGJ got a new song out there, that new single by Billie Jean song that is out there. You can find it on YouTube. You talking about Cooper DeJean? Y'all heard that yet?
No.
no.
Yeah, it's funny because he was
Are you
sitting right next
serious?
to him.
Who
He
is
was
it?
sitting right next to singing the
DJ
song.
TJ Gardner?
Yeah, CJ Gardner. Yeah, he was.
Oh, did you see what his shirt said on for the parade?
No,
Yeah,
Beat
Oh
that
man,
ass.
Swifties.
Because
yeah.
the Swifties has been harassing his mother's restaurant, like making false claims and trying to really mess up her business.
Yup.
Because
Wow.
he said something, he told Kelsey, you should have stuck with the thick John. Maybe he shouldn't have said that.
That's what he told him when he hit him.
Right. So the Swifties have retaliated by going after his mom's shop. So he said the Swifties can LIX my heart. Like, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He was
Yeah,
like,
the
F the
and it was
Swifties.
LIX, like the Super Bowl
Yeah,
logo.
LA Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
Funny.
yeah. It was
Yeah.
making them all sad, and
I love him. I love him.
He's a humble pie. It's good for you. It's good for you. Well, that's what Coach said on the sidelines when the game was over.
Yeah,
Humility.
he got to shut his mouth because we need him. You know, we need you to be in the game. So you got to be smart too.
Yeah.
Yup.
I still don't know what he saw. I mean, what he said. They never disclosed what was actually
It
said.
doesn't matter.
I
Don't
never
say it.
saw any. I never saw that happen. And even
I'll
on the
tell you that
radio, they were saying,
referee.
man, we didn't talked about people's mothers and everything on the field. No
Then
one,
boo Santa.
all kinds of stuff.
Well, it
was
was that
clapping
ref
history.
though. That I think that was the same ref that ref the Super Bowl.
It was
The one
fixed.
that looks like E40.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it was him?
yeah.
I think it was
The
him,
black guy.
man.
Yeah.
Anytime I see a referee don't have no facial hair, I just don't trust
I
him.
don't trust him. I don't trust anybody.
You know what's a good one too? When was that white girl who sang Kelsey's girlfriend? What's her name?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, when they showed her, everybody was booing her. She's like, "What's going on?"
Yeah,
And
that's
she's,
not fair.
and
They
she's
should have.
from the Delaware
That's
Valley
orange
too.
Yes, she is. Yeah.
Oh, smack!
Yeah,
But
she's
She
really
what?
an
it
Eagles
don't
Oh, she's
matter.
fan.
from Philly. She's from Bucks County.
When
Yeah,
you're
she's really an
when you're
Eagles
on the
fan.
other when you're rooting for the other team, you're not one
You're
of
the
us.
enemy.
You're rooting for somebody else.
Your
That's
collateral
right.
damage.
That's her man.
Yeah,
She's standing by her man. She Tammy Wynette.
yeah.
Listen,
I
she
think
ain't really
By her
standing
Logan.
behind
man.
him. You don't know what else I
Yeah, she's
pointed
rooting
out?
for
In the
us.
Super Bowl, she had nothing football on. She had no jersey.
That's
No
because she was neutral. I'm sure she listen. I'm no Swiftie.
Yeah.
She had
But
on
she
a
was
white
probably
shirt and
struggling.
shorts. I was like, she ain't.
Yo, you guys, let me ask you something. Did Kelsey had a Kansas City hat on during the Super Bowl or something? Because I thought I saw
The
something
brother?
like that. Yeah, for
Oh,
his brother.
Jason did? No, he
Yeah,
was.
yeah. Jason Kelsey. Did he had a Kansas City hat on?
You know
for Super
what?
Bowl?
All I know,
didn't
I heard
I
that his
really didn't
wife
see it.
checked him. I heard that Jason's
Yeah,
wife.
yeah. I
checked
hope
him.
she did, because if if she didn't check him, yo, trust me. I don't care if you're part of the Eagles. You
Yeah,
did that.
she
Out of here,
checked him.
baby.
That's what I
Big
heard. I
time.
heard she checked him, and then he
That's
kind of, and you can see he wanted to be in the parade, but he couldn't.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he had a moment though. He did steal a few moments.
Yeah, he should have stood a year then if he wanted to do that.
Yeah, he wanted to be real involved. I think he mentioned something about that too, actually.
Well, he threw that can at Howie and hit him in the head. It's like
Was that him? Ooh.
I bleed green.
Let me call Channel 6. I just heard there's
I'll tell
Kelsey.
you that. I'm so glad that he stayed in the parade and had that attitude, because I was like, he's like,
You saw what Howie did today, right? He trademarked the phrase "I bleed for this city."
Yeah, I heard that.
I
heard
I
that.
love it. No,
They were already putting T-shirts out with his face on it, saying that.
well, I'm.
Yo, did you see Saquon when he took the bull Henny and
I
took
keep hearing about
Yeah,
that.
I've seen that. I've seen
Oh
that.
yeah, it came up on my Instagram feed. He was, yeah.
He took it out of somebody's
He's
hand
like, I'm a
and drank
germ
it.
probe. I don't know.
Took
If
it to the
I'm
head.
Beer, Jello shots. Yeah,
He got enough money to get shot.
Nolan
worked
Smith
that
was
parade.
wilding, man.
yeah.
Nolan
Nola
Smith.
Smith
Worked that parade with her.
Yeah, Nola
Yeah,
Smith.
somebody was toe up.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Quingon Mitchell. Mitchell was
Mitchell
messed
who it
up.
was?
Yeah, Mitchell was tore up too.
He
Yeah,
probably
The
killed
only
the
two
team right
people
now.
that weren't torn up was Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith.
Smitty.
Yeah, I didn't even
Everybody
see
else.
Devontae.
Yeah, Smitty.
Everybody else
A
was
little bit, I think, at the end a little bit, because you know his speech.
They were showing a clip that he was trying to smoke a cigar.
Yeah.
He was trying to smoke a cigar. He was like, I don't like that.
Yeah, his
He
speech wasn't like his normal stuff at the end. I was like, he might be.
He tried to inhale the cigar, man.
No, you're not supposed to do
Yeah,
that.
you
You're gonna have a
can't do
headache.
that.
And he's like, man,
Hell
that's
no.
Let's ask
nasty, man.
Rocky. Don't inhale the
he
cigar.
don't know that life.
Yeah.
He don't know that life.
Get that
Well,
out my
I don't
mouth.
even-
That's nasty, man. That's nasty.
I don't even want to talk about our other team because we're just gonna ride this high because our
Trade Joel.
Yeah, I
Trade
mean, yeah.
Joel.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll
Hey,
take a
Rock, say it
bag
again.
of
Trade and beat.
Cheetos.
Send him on the boat with the ball number 25.
I gotta say one thing about the Sixers. You know, Daryl Morey can go right now because if he was going to make the moves that he made with Paul George, we might have been better off just keeping James Harden.
Seriously,
Harden is the all-star again.
Well, and
I don't think he wanted
the
to be
person, the guard who we refused to name had a great game. His first shout out in LA.
Yeah,
He
well,
had
that's what he
12
was.
points, some not rebounds. He hit some jumpers.
Adrian, stop.
They said it was a glimpse of his
Man,
own
no, I
self.
don't even watch no more Sixers game. I'm done with them.
And don't call it a comeback.
He did play good, but outside of that, yeah, it's time to give it Embiid. It's time to trade him.
I say so.
Well, it's not his team.
What we gonna get
It's
for him?
Maxie's
It's
team.
Maxi's team.
Yeah,
This-
Sure,
Don't-
but- and when he come back, he messed up the chemistry.
Right.
He has no voice with the team anymore. I think this summer will be a big summer, especially too. The Sixers got to compete now with the, again with the Eagles, with the fans now, because
I'll tell you right now, we screwed up, man.
yeah, because now
the
you got
Sixers.
the Phillies.
Well, this is the
Phillies
second
getting ready to
time.
play.
Yeah, the
This is
Sixers
the
are way
second time Morey
far
did
away from
this.
the Eagles.
Morey extended
but
Ben Simmons
But
too early, and he extended Embiid too early. He didn't have to extend either one of them. So you would think he would have learned from the Ben Simmons not to get a guy's money before when they got 2 years left on the contract.
But you mean to tell me that they messed that the Mavericks traded Luka for AD and we didn't get involved and get on the phone and
No,
trade
they didn't
Joel
tell
for Luka?
anybody. That was an internal trade. Nico,
We have
That
less.
was
We have
premeditated.
we have less than a minute left, and before we get cut off, I just want to say maybe we can meet next week and finish
love
the
to.
conversation.
I
And
would love to.
let's talk. We talk a little bit about the Phillies too. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, they started.
All right. So
We're gonna be on
table
that for another
that.
6 months.
Thank you, everybody, for showing up, and I'll talk to you next week.